1, 2, 3, let's go!
So this program is titled as Virtual Discovery Expedition UNESCO Malacca 2021. It was held on the 5th of August 2021. The program was implemented by semester 5 students of Diploma in Tourism Management under the subject of DTM 40144 Tourism Expedition. It lasted for around 3 hours and 30 minutes, participated by semester 3 and 5 students of Diploma in Tourism Management. The purpose of this program is to complete the assignment for semester 5 students of Diploma in Tourism Management under the subject of DTM 40144 Tourism Expedition. Other than that, it is to provide more precise information on the necessity of historic building preservation for current and future generations. This is also because we want to raise awareness and foster a sense of responsibility in every community for future generations to care for the environment. The Virtual Discovery Expedition UNESCO Malacca 2021 also covers the knowledge and understanding of an excursion, tour or journey conducted for a certain cause such as walk or exploration. DUP5A students must develop and administer an effective program as well as prepare and set program objectives. Operational and marketing planning as well as program administration, implementation and evaluation are all part of the program. This Virtual Discovery Expedition Malacca UNESCO Sites Program project is presented to Polytechnic Sultan Idris Shah Diploma in Tourism Management students. This program was intended to teach people how to handle and administer programs that they would use in the future.
Objective of the program. First point, students will have a better understanding of Malacca historical significance as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. As we all know, Malacca is one of UNESCO World Heritage Site. With this program, students can gain knowledge and more understand about the historical of Malacca that nowadays has been not. Second point is foster student interest in learning more about the historical site in UNESCO Malacca when they can see the live tour doing tour guide giving talk to them. With a live tour, student can more excited because they can see what tour guide show to them doing giving the talk. If tour guide give talk like usually situation, it a little boring to student here and take note. Third point is the virtual discovery expedition UNESCO Malacca can provide audience with a variety of new knowledge and new facts. The program provide a variety of new facts and knowledge for the audience so they can get to know more about the Malacca. And last point is student program establish a close relationship between student and lecturer. With this program, student and lecturer can share opinion and view to plan the program to run smoothly. This greatly, it can further strengthen the relationship between lecturer and student.
I am Amania and I will present about the job scope of this program. The first one is flowchart of management. It starts with the head of department, which is Encik Muhammad Amin bin Zakaria. This program has been held on 5th of August 2021, which is Encik Muhammad Amin bin Zakaria is still the head of department on that time. And then it was taken over by Encik Muhammad Kaza bin Razadi as the new head of department tourism and hospitality. And then followed by Puan Lidiawati binti Haris, which is the head of tourism management program. Puan Nur Ashikin binti Azumeh, which is the advisor of this program expedition, and then followed by Muhammad Daniel bin Khairul Nizam, which is the director of this program, Virtual Discovery Expedition UNESCO Malacca 2021. Next, the next flowchart, which is the member committee. This member committee has 5 types of member committee, which is the director of the program, moderator committee, technical committee, activities committee, and also questionnaire committees. And each of the member committees has their own task to do. Job of task for director of the program, which is for Muhammad Daniel bin Karim Nizam. He need to make sure that all the member committee do their task in team and without any problem. Next, he also need to do the final report of this program, which is Virtual Discovery Expedition UNESCO Malacca 2021. And then he also need to make sure that the flow of this program runs smoothly and without any problem. Siti Hawal and Farhana Shaira will be the moderator committee, and their task is to creating a lively atmosphere as the ceremony processes. Lively atmosphere can gain attention and interest of the participant when they join the program. Next, they also need to welcoming the guests, such as a very good afternoon and welcome to this program to the guests, so that the guests will be welcomed into the program. Next, they also need to read the questions located at chat box to the tour guide. From this act, participants can ask their curiosity and questions to tour guide about the Malacca. And then, they also need to prepare a speech text script for the use of the event. And last but not least, to gather the information about the tourist guide and the things that he will be present about Malacca. Next, for questionnaire committee was Nur Fariha and Siti Nurliana, and their task is to prepare feedback form survey for participants. From this, organizer can know what the input that participant get. Next, they also need to distribute the survey to participants so that the participant can fill it to give their opinion and improvement for organizer to improve in the next program. Last but not least, their task is to create an attendance link for participants to fill. From this, organizer can know how many participants that join this program, and this result can put in the final report of the program. Next committee is activities committee, which is Nur Amania, Nurul Hanisa, Nurin Shaibah, and Putri Ayu Aliana. And their task is to plan the activities before and after the program. And then they also need to display the Kahoot cam on the screen for participants to play during the break season to transfer into the Zoom platform to have the tour guide season over there. Last but not least, to ensure that the activities will run smoothly during and after of the program. Last committee is technical committee, which are Muhammad Koyum, Muhammad Zarul Afif, Nur Shafiqah, and Mohan. Their task is to create a banner for the program and display the attendance form and banner to the participants. Next, they need to ensure that each program setup is in a smooth state. And then, they need to take pictures during the ceremony so that it can be used as a report in the final report. The photo season have two seasons, which is at Microsoft Teams platform and at the end of the season of expedition on Zoom platform. Last but not least, they also need to create a background for the use of all participants.
Assalamualaikum. I will present about progress of the virtual tour in Malacca UNESCO site. Before we start our virtual tour, we have divided tasks into 5 groups, which is director of program, moderator, technical, activities, and questionnaire committees to make it easier to do the work. Secondly, technical committee will prepare and provide e-invitation card to participants to be invited and will be given out to them before virtual tour start. Next, we will assist committee members who have problem in making an assignment and together solve the problem. Time to time, the director program will ask about progress that is ready to be reported to program advisor. Last but not least, the moderator asks the program advisor for information about the tour guide to use during the introduction session between participant and tour guide. Lastly, we provide a contingency plan if there are any technical problem that may occur during the virtual tour. Next, I will present about SWOT analysis of the virtual tour that we have evaluated after the virtual. Firstly, our strength during doing the task was able to cooperate between teams even we have stress while struggling to complete this task. We also have a contingency plan if anything happened during the virtual tour. We also got experienced tour guide and he gave a talk smoothly about Malacca in detail. The tour guide also take us to explore Malacca in life without any problem from their side.
Hey, hi! Now I'm going to present about analysis data, which is feedback form. We are using in Google Form. for participants to answer about the effectiveness of our program. Okay, this form has 3 sections, which is section A, section B, and section C. The section A question is about respondent demographic. The section B question is about the feedback of program, and last one is section C, which is the effectiveness of programs. So this form has answered by 28 participants. So the data that we are collected from this Google form or feedback form is for assist us to be improving in our future programs, such as they will state our weakness and our strengths in our program. So now we are going to see about section A question, which is respondent demography. Okay, there is age and gender question. For age, there is a 96.4% for 18 to 24 years old, and the others is for 25 to 30 years old. Okay, as you can see, for gender, there is 82.1 for female and 17.9 for male. Next, for the class question, there is 60.7% for the UP4A that answer this feedback form, and there is a 39.3% for the UP2A that answer this feedback form. To see the percent of section B question, which is the feedback of program. Okay, so there are 82.1% that strongly satisfied with our program, and the others is 17.9% also satisfied. Okay, nice is for 82.1% strongly satisfied, and 17.9% has increased their knowledge about the job scope of for tour guide job. Next is about satisfaction of duration. So there are 85.7% strongly satisfied, and 10.7% are satisfied with our duration provided. But there are 3.6% that has average answer. Okay, next is about an expert. Your tour guide has potential in our tourism industry. So there are 82.1% strongly satisfied, 40.3% satisfied, and the others is 3.6 average. I think we should expose them more about it. Now we move to moderator rate. So there are 78.6% strongly satisfied, 17.9% satisfied, and 3.6 are average. Okay, next is about, is that interesting when tour guide using a variety method while virtual? So 89.3% strongly satisfied, and 10.7% are satisfied. Now we are moved to section C question, which is the effectiveness of program. So it is more to agree or disagree answer. So they know about the background of Malacca after joining this virtual expedition. Okay, so 85.7% said strongly agree, 7.5 agree, and 7.1 average. Okay, next question is, can they identify the UNESCO building in Malacca? So 92.9 said strongly agree, and the others are 7.1 also agree. So they totally are agree. Next is, are they understand what are the tour guide explain? So 75% are very understand, and 21.4% also understand, and 3.6 are average. Okay, next is, have they got the great exposure about historical building in Malacca? So 85.7% are strongly agree, and 14.3% are agree. So totally are agree. The next question is, are they enjoy the virtual expedition? So 85.7 and 10.7 are agree, and 3.6 are average. So next, are they feel attracted to go Malacca after joining this virtual expedition? So 78.6 say totally agree, and 21.4 are agree. Next, are they gain a new knowledge? So they are totally have a new knowledge from this virtual expedition tour. Okay, next, are they want to have this program in the future? Mostly say yes, but 3.6% say no.
Now I will present about the appendix. For your information, for the virtual Malacca UNESCO sites, we use 2 platforms, which is Microsoft Teams and Zoom platform. Okay, for this picture, it's about at the Microsoft Teams. Okay, on the first picture is about shows a banner that we display while waiting for the arrival participants to enter the Microsoft Teams, and we also install some songs to avoid the participants is bored while waiting. And for the second picture is about after the moderator speech, we took a picture with participants to be a proof of the participants' presence at our webinar. And for the third picture is about the Kahoot game. Before entering the Zoom platform to be with the tour guide, we create a game at the Kahoot platform, which is the basic about the heritage place at the Malacca, while waiting the host agency to accept us for entering the Zoom platform. For the next slides, at the Zoom platform, okay, for the first picture, it shows us tour guide that's bring us walk around the city of Malacca, that is Encik Haji Syaukani Abbas.
he took us virtually live and made every trip that they show us is very fun. Okay, that's for the other picture is example place that they bring us around the Malacca. For the next slide is about the end of the virtual live season. Okay, we took pictures with the tour guide, participants, and employees of travel agency for being approved and or evidence for doing the report. Okay, conclusion. From this virtual Malacca UNESCO Sites program, we are very grateful because it has successfully smoothly and achieved objectives that has planned. The objective that we are achieved is to provide knowledge about Malacca UNESCO sites because the tour guide is very quick, experienced, and even virtually, he still takes us for a walk in the city of Malacca because he wants us to feel that like we are there too. And this program also talk us about the spirit of cooperating in group members, responsibility, punctuality, and how to solve the problem, as well as the community members who implement this are also enthusiastic and cooperate in addressing any weakness throughout the program. This is because during the webinar, the participants who were invited in our webinar were a bit late to make So for avoid the another participants who entering early to feel bored, so we install some songs and display a banner so that they also can feel the attendance. And after that, our season at the Microsoft team also and yearly, so we make a contingency place, which is we play the Kahoot game first before entering the Zoom platform. So it's also avoid the participants very clueless to entering the Zoom platform. So we make them join first before entering the Zoom platform. So we hopefully the program can be held again in the future, and all the problems that occur at this event will not repeat in the next program.